as the Sacramento Kings try to snap out of their malady, their 3-game losing streak. They've come oh so close a couple of times, and they got a little bit of a hill to climb. The lead is up to 11. It's going to be Herter, Fox, Murray, Lyles, and McDermott to start the fourth quarter. Step up by Lyles, gives it to Fox. Pulls it back for the 3-ball. Whistle underneath, and that's going to be a foul against Indiana.
And it's Trey Lyles that
He went to Indianapolis High School, and here's the 3. Got it on cue.
ends up doing it, ends up getting him a 3-point bucket.
Looks like a bit of a zone here,
Yeah.
Katie.
They are giving them a different look defensively.
Boy, good look trying inside.
And the part of the zone that is most vulnerable found the spot.
Fox out front, pops clutch. Left it a little bit short. Knocked out of bounds off of the air. McConnell. Big time board by Lyles. Murray for 3. Boy, that was way off.
Yeah, you could tell the moment that he released it that it was to the left. Nice job by De'Aaron Fox hustling back on defense, given
Inside McConnell with another lay.
Living with the result a little bit. I mean, if they get out in transition, you know, they're kind of ahead of the pack, and maybe they can get some wide open layups, but it has to start on the defensive end and getting some stops to be able to run.
All right, point guard, we will hear from you with Kyle after the game as
go to a little bit of 2-man action with Domas and Malik or De'Aaron, just to kind of get some easier looks in the paint.
Lyles inside, rolls off the rim, a foul underneath as Sabonis crashed the offensive glass.
Ting misses.
Mike Brown has talked about the need for more total passes. Nice pocket pass by Fox into Sabonis. Got it back and made sure of it the second time.
That's 2-man game, and he missed the first one. His feet up in the air and gets the second chance.
17 points, 19 rebounds for Sabonis. Monk goes underneath the screen with Walker working against Herter. Shot clock at 5. McConnell in traffic. Back out to Walker. Pulls the 3. 8.5 minutes to go. Fox off the drag screen. Lyles shakes out of the corner. McConnell sprays it out to Shepherd on the wing. Got it. 35 to play. That's the largest lead of the game for the Pacers.
And with a team that shoots as many threes as the Pacers, they can really expand their leads quickly.
Monk left wide open and unable to convert. Mathurin with Sacramento 10 of 32 from deep. Shepherd going to try another one.
Here in the arena, and listen, I understand the frustration of the fans. I mean, the Kings have struggled here as of late, and I'd be willing to say, listen, like, they've got to figure it out. Yeah. Sometimes these things can be good, but we were talking about it earlier, Mark. The Western Conference is not something to be messed with, and you can find yourself in a bad way fast.
Over 500 on the thing.
There's a lot of anomalies in the statistics.
Bryant threw that out. Loose ball out of bounds. It'll stay Kings basketball.
You go back, Mark, to the third quarter, and this is how it swung, and very quickly.
Rosen off the mark. It has been a frigid shooting night for Tamar. Now 1 of 7, unable to find any semblance of flow.
And the 3rd game in a row for him, struggled in both games against the Lakers.
Fights around the screen. Mathurin lost the handle. Out of bounds off of Fox. Rick Fox, not a formula for success. Halliburton grazing the iron. Fox on the break. Rips through and got it with the offhand. As we hit the halfway point of the fourth quarter, Mathurin. Sabonis got him on the cross match in transition. And now Herter switches back onto him. And now McDermott trying to stick Mathurin. The stare down 3 is pure. That guy is imbued with a ton of confidence. 107 to 85. Fox.
Wow.
No whistle. And Halliburton coming back the other way. The lob for Toppin, and he's fouled. Take your pick. It's either Well, the Kings are /showcase. This is not the torn cartilage. There's plenty of game and season to go. And it's time that they start to participate in their own rehab here. Monk with the three, that's off. 4 from deep. Bryant flipped the screen. That allows Halliburton to get inside for the scoop shot.
That's his first attempt inside the threat. Again, you're being challenged, and particularly in the Western Conference, it's a beast.
Jordan McLaughlin and Keon Ellis in the ball game with Isaac Jones, Colby Jones, Orlando Robinson as well. As Mike Brown is going to give it to a different 5. Jarris Walker with the punch at the other end. So Sacramento looking at falling to 13 and 17, and a little bit more troubling perhaps 6 and 11 here at the crib. Which, when you ask players around the league, you hear that this place has a great home court advantage because of the.
Every team has dealt with what seems like a massive amount of injuries, and you have to figure out a way to work through it, to learn from it, to grow even in terms of their offensive rating, their defensive rating. None of it seems to match up with their win-loss record.
Well, when the night started, the Kings were actually just 3 games out of 6 in the Western Conference as Isaac Jones draws.
Completely fair about it. An 82-game season, you can withstand a stretch where you can correct your path, you can right the ship, if you will, in the locker room, and it's the responsibility of the players, because no one motivates you like a teammate does.
I think right now, as Walker knocks down referendum on some of the leadership inside that locker room, whoever it might be. Off the turnover, here comes Bryant quickly up court, and another layup. Here's Keon Ellis from deep. McLaughlin back to Jones. Drives it against Jones. Pardon me, Johnson. Ellis off the bounce. Rick Carlisle makes the call from the sidelines as we approach 2 minutes to go. The Indiana Pacers in command. Walker threw it off the glass and then passed it to Bryant. They're out here doing mixtape.
I'm sorry.
They're doing mixtapes.
I'm sorry, I can't celebrate that. That was not good.
Hey, man.
It worked out. It would be like, let's check ourselves here.
That takes a lot of temerity and brazenness. But it worked out. And to the victors go the spoils.
Yes.
Johnson on the baseline. And at some point, talked about the Kings' lack of victories at home. Like that song says, you can't let anyone walk into trouble. Jones spins and pulls, got it to go off glass.
For the Kings not that long ago, followed by 120 play. I mean, like, you go from where you're just on fire offensively and you're scoring consistently over 120, and then you have a couple games where you can't.
Robinson inside. McLaughlin to Robinson. 50 seconds to go. Robinson a little bit too, and they'll walk it across. The Indiana Pacers will improve to 14 and 15 overall. I want to say though, there's only 4, maybe 5 teams in the Eastern Conference over 500.
Yeah, I mean, it is a completely different ball game over there.
And on the turnover, 24-second as a kickboxer, pardon me, an MMA fighter in the NBA.
The fact that he has one is...
Yeah, you don't want to mess around with number 16. Folks, trust me on this one. That'll do it. Sacramento Kings will lose it 122-95.
And the fans in the arena not
Yep.
pleased with what they have seen here tonight. Spend some time with their families and in some reflection, because the change comes from within.
Players will